Hello everyone, and welcome back to Vanguard News SA, your trusted source for in-depth political analysis and breaking stories from South Africa. Today, we are diving deep into a story that exposes the intersection of corporate malpractice and systemic corruption in South Africa. McKinsey Company Africa, a global consulting powerhouse, has agreed to pay a $122 million settlement to resolve allegations of bribery. This isn't just a financial penalty, it's a scandal with far-reaching consequences for corporate ethics, governance, and the lives of ordinary South Africans. Stay with us as we unpack every detail. This case involves McKinsey bribing South African officials to gain insider information about consulting contracts with state-owned enterprises like Eskom and Transnet. These contracts were highly lucrative, involving millions of dollars in taxpayer money. Investigators revealed that bribes were orchestrated by Wikus Soga, a former senior partner at McKinsey, who exploited his position to gain unfair advantages. This wasn't just unethical, it was criminal. Let's focus on Wikus Soga's role. As a senior leader, he held immense responsibility and trust. But instead of upholding McKinsey's reputation, he colluded with corrupt officials, betraying both the company and the South African public. After his misconduct came to light, McKinsey terminated his employment and began cooperating with authorities in the US and South Africa to resolve the matter. The settlement includes a deferred prosecution agreement, which means McKinsey has admitted to wrongdoing but avoided criminal charges by committing to compliance reforms. These reforms involve stricter anti-corruption measures, better oversight, and mandatory training for employees. While these steps are essential, critics argue that they fail to address the systemic issues that enabled the corruption in the first place. Eskom, South Africa's primary power utility, plays a central role in this story. For years, Eskom has been plagued by financial mismanagement, operational inefficiencies, and corruption. The power outages that South Africans experience regularly, known as load shedding, are a direct consequence of these issues. Money that could have been used to stabilize Eskom was instead funneled into corrupt schemes, including those involving McKinsey. The settlement is also tied to Transnet, a key transportation company in South Africa. Like Eskom, Transnet has faced its share of corruption scandals. These state-owned enterprises are vital to South Africa's economy, and when corruption infiltrates them, the ripple effects are felt across industries and communities. It's a betrayal of public trust on a massive scale. This isn't McKinsey's first controversy in South Africa. Back in 2017, the firm was implicated in the Gupta family state capture scandal, which revealed extensive corruption during Jacob Zuma's presidency. McKinsey's association with the Guptas, along with its questionable dealings with Eskom, severely damaged its reputation. Many South Africans question how such a globally respected firm could be complicit in these activities. Globally, McKinsey's troubles extend beyond South Africa. In the US, the company is under scrutiny for its role in the opioid crisis, where it allegedly advised pharmaceutical companies on aggressive marketing strategies for addictive painkillers. Reports suggest McKinsey could face additional penalties exceeding $600 million. These cases point to a troubling pattern of ethical lapses within the firm. For South Africa, the McKinsey scandal is a stark reminder of the challenges in combating corruption. Institutions like Eskom and Transnet are meant to serve the public, but corruption diverts resources, weakens operations, and erodes trust. The South African government has made some progress in addressing these issues, but there's still a long way to go. McKinsey has pledged to rebuild its reputation through compliance reforms and community engagement initiatives. However, critics argue that fines and settlements are not enough. They call for more robust enforcement of anti-corruption laws and greater accountability for executives who enable or participate in such schemes. The $122 million settlement raises questions about whether financial penalties alone are an effective deterrent. While these payments provide some restitution, they don't necessarily address the root causes of corruption. Governments and regulatory bodies must collaborate to create stronger safeguards and ensure accountability. This case also highlights the role of multinational corporations in perpetuating corruption in developing countries. With their vast resources and influence, companies like McKinsey have a responsibility to uphold ethical standards, especially in regions with weaker governance structures. Failing to do so exacerbates existing inequalities and undermines development. As we look forward, the lessons from this scandal are clear. Transparency, accountability, and ethical leadership are non-negotiable in the fight against corruption. Both governments and corporations must prioritize these values to rebuild trust and create a fairer, more equitable society. What do you think? Should McKinsey face harsher penalties, or is this settlement a fair resolution? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this analysis insightful, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on stories that matter. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and keep the conversation going.